Woody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Cipher Academy chapters 5 through 7. So before I get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. And considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be for news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, last time I covered this manga, basically we had Aroha going up against Yukako and doing this freaking stupid quiz without, of course, the glasses in action. But yeah, they prevailed, but unfortunately it was outside of the time limit. Yeah. But anyways, let's get to chapter 5 first, see what's in store for us today. So chapter 5 is titled Cipher Shipmates. I really can't solve this puzzle after all. Do I need an additional clue to solve it? When is a dream that ends of nothingness X? If you solve the puzzle, there's a line you can say X. Unsustainable honor X. Interference all day X. A hidden room X. Or maybe I shouldn't solve it yet. The Toshusai Brigade hasn't bothered me since then. Uh-oh. Huh? What? Your eyes are under arrest, Urazaka-kun. Wait. Your eyes are under arrest, Urazaka-kun. Oh! And that's Sanka, Utsubame, Class 1A Soul Gyaru. Oh my god, we got a gal! Utsubame-san? Oh, what the fuck are you doing? So Q6 here. And the difficulty level is 2 stars. I'm so happy you remember my name. And in return, I'll give you the keys to this Gyaru's heart. Come on now, hurry up and choose. I want to see that nobility with which you fought the one and only Yukaku Amamaru to a draw. Let's see. Kagoe of Class 1M here. Can't say that too loudly, though. I'll be in charge of some explanations from here on out. First of all, about the difficulty level. A 1-star puzzle you can solve by looking at it. A 2-star you could solve if you think about it. A 3-star you could solve if you think hard about it. A 4-star you can't solve it if you don't think about it. And a 5-star you can't solve if you don't think hard about it. Incidentally, the cipher on page 1 is a 5 question. You can't solve no matter how much you think about it, so just forget about it. Well, see ya, this Gyaru is bouncing. Ryu said, see, Nagarikawa, see, Rukawa, see. What was that little skit about? It was so low level, I almost killed you. Ha, for real. While they all might look different because of how they were laid out, the trick is that they were all the same key except for B. That said, B alone isn't necessarily the key to the answer. It could be that holding on to the other 4 would have been right, and this Gyaru never said the answer is one of those keys I laid out. Yet despite that, he arrived at the right answer. What the? So you're supposed to turn to the left. His instincts are impressive, don't you think? I wonder, he just looks like some mindless grunt. That makes him even more dangerous to achieve our goal. We need to nip young buds like that as soon as possible. The thing is, in this situation, even if you think he'd be intuitively, it just feels right, it's a question of whether or not you're willing to die on that hill for that guess. Incidentally, the Gyaru on the previous page is not bouncing, but is being more like the character Doronjo. Celebrate the release of the first Slam Dunk movie. Oh, by the way, I'm a Mitsui fan. Oh, cool. I like these explanations are really nice to have. Thank God. Now then, it's been a month since Cipher Academy opened, and I would like to decide on this class's leading private. Class leading private, taking down those lying classmates and securing the position of class leading private. Goei mentioned that before. Should you hold this important position, you'll be entrusted with the lives of your comrades in arms. Those of you who believe in yourselves, show me you can do it. And that's Shibuya Nikueta, Class 1A's sole chief instructor. So we're at a 3-star here for the difficulty level, and the seating change says here, tetromino. Here we go. Seating change, tetromino. What the heck's a tetromino? Some kind of organ fish? Or sorry, some kind of fish organ? The puzzles at this academy tend to not have written questions. I guess that's part of the puzzle too. Done. There's Kiori Toshisai, Class 1A's sole villainous young lady. As expected. Very good then. Line up in front of the board in order of when you solve the puzzle. Even I can see the student works at a frightening speed. She's the heiress to the arms manufacturer Kick Attack Planning. Yes, ma'am. She's the top contender for class leading private. That was fast. I guess I can never keep up with speed like that. Oh my god, I can never keep up with speeds like that. But Toshisai-san, the Novo Riche, who makes haste. Who makes haste makes less, you know, and that's Isuno Nohime, Class 1A's sole member of nobility. Kiss my ass. Woo, this is no time to get distracted. If someone finished it, that means it could be solved. If I put on Kagoi's glasses, I could solve it in the flash, but the battery's still out, and I can't always depend on them. Most importantly, unless I solve something this simple on my own, it won't be interesting. God, this is bad. They're all finishing up. Not that I ever thought I could become class leading private. Come to think of it, there was a video game called Tetris. I'm the last one left in this row. It was a falling block puzzle where you arrange blocks, and when they form a single line, they disappear. Probably don't need to add any more explanation regarding Tetris, but if I may show off my vast knowledge, it would seem that the word Tetris was coined from tetromino and tennis. As for the fish game, as for the fish organ, perhaps that comes off from. Oh my god, perhaps that comes from the similar sounding Japanese words toro and mino, meaning tuna and tripe, or from the tetrodoxin or the puffer of the pufferfish's internal organs. Aroha sure has a unique way of thinking. All right, that'll do. Pens down. Those of you who still haven't solved it. Let me read this again. Pens down, those of you who still haven't solved it. How surprising. I was sure I'd be the last one. Can't believe there are 7 students who couldn't solve it. You got it, son? All right, let's check our answers. Toshisai, show us that you can write your answer on the board. From the title, New Seating Tetromino, it was self-evident that we were to produce a seating chart. In other words, this is just one example, but it's the model answer. Okay, there's a nominee requested, Utsubame, Oboro, Kasuri, Omamuro, Yugata, Koshibai, Hakahara, Karigane, Toshisai, Nohime, Nutaba, Mokuran, what is that? Yosaimura, Yorikawa, is that Bariyama? Yeah, Bariyama, Rozaka, Namasu, Koshibai, and Hakura, there we go. All right, you need to remember the names of every classmate to be able to solve this puzzle. I guess that's quality to be expected from someone aiming to become a leader. So maybe the ones who didn't solve it didn't get stuck on the tetromino part. Seems like you got it, son, but wait, that girl. Incidentally, one student illustrated the answer. I won't say who it was, but this is some wonderful quick thinking. There's a master artist in our class. All right then. Of course, now comes the main event, the selection of the leading private from those who solve the tetromino. Please pick a partner to team with. If they refuse, move to the back of the line. You may be wondering if you could pick from the 7 who are seated. You could choose. You could choose who you please. You can choose who you please, whether it's a close friend or an enemy you don't want to fight. I think a class leading private would be chosen by tetromino, but I wasn't expecting to team up. But there are 19 in this class, right? Pairing up in class with an odd number of students. If we do that, then we're not deciding the class leading private. It won't be the last in rank or the last in line. Tetromino is a puzzle which blocks the 4 squares. Polyominoes are used to create a given shape. Even if you don't remember the names of all the students introduced in the 2nd chapter, you can answer the problem with illustrations by referring to page 6 of this chapter, which is perhaps a kindness on instructor Nakuta's part. Today, this class's slave will be chosen. Well, then I choose Arazaka-kun. What? Huh? Me? Even if it makes strategic sense to not choose us, this is a surprising choice indeed. Assault Amamura still has Yukako Amamura, Class 1A Soul Extremely short haircut. That's kind of funny. Now he's a sound choice. Arazaka basically got the right answer, and if it's a team battle, a manservant is ideal rather than a hard to handle honor student. That's Taiyu Yugata, Class 1A Soul Ponytail. Well, that's not all there is to it, though. What, don't like the idea? I'm overjoyed. I'm honored. I am. You're amazing, Toshisa. Oh my god. I can't fucking talk right now. I've been recording all day. You're amazing, Toshisa-san. You didn't even know my name the other day. But you memorized the other everyone's names now. Kagoi told me to go around and greet everyone in class. So in the end, it looks it's like I have Kagoi to thank for this too. But I apologize for that. I reflect on my mistakes and learn from them. Wow, you got your nice side too, huh? Toshisa-san? Oh my god. You got your nice side too, huh? Toshisa-san? I can't fucking say Toshisa-san's name right. Oh my god, I'm sorry, Toshisa. Oh my god. Well, you got your nice side too, huh, Toshisa-san? Dear master, I will drop every non-nuclear weapon there is on your head. Let me read this again. Dear master, I will drop every non-nuclear weapon there is on your head. Eep! Once those who had solved the Tetramino had completed their partner selections, the pairs were arranged as follows. Ooh, yeah, we got everyone paired up. And Ensa Kasari, Class 1A, Soul Leftover. Left out by herself. I feel sorry for her, but it was fair and square. You can't be sympathetic now. As far as I can tell, she didn't have a pen in her hand the whole time. And oh my god. Kakune Karigani, Class 1A Soul Tetramino Solver, who chose the Soul Tetramino Solver who was rejected by the person they chose. And then there's Harakuri Hariyama, Class 1A Soul Tetramino Solver, who was rejected by the person they chose. Never mind the seating chart. She never even did the Tetramino. Instructor, it's my turn, so I'll select Kasturi-san and make Team Irazaka a trio. Trio is that possible? Of course it's possible. It's elementary, isn't it? In a class with an odd number of students, when you pair up, one group can become a threesome. It's a super advantageous rule. 3 heads are better than 2. The leftover becomes the +1, huh? It is certainly a quality of leadership nowadays not to create hierarchies, but such leadership will foster enemies. It's just like you said, Tsubami of the Shallow. You need to nip eyes like that right away. Soboro Oboro, a Class 1A Soul, for your eyes only. Let's kill them with codes. Let's kill them with codes right now. Well then, at long last, I will reveal the theme of the class-leading private selection process. It's called the Cassette Quartet. Woo! What? The Cassette Quartet? Oh my god! Alright, so now we're at Chapter 6. The class-leading private selection is called the Cassette Quartet. Let me explain what it entails, fledglings. And Chapter 6 is titled Cipher Soldiers Value Being Rough and Ready. So we go. Here's question 8 here. Which is sec. What does it mean? That's not ek, yuki. Is the ek part of the code? It could be the Japanese phonetic sound yuki, which means a good salary. No, that's not it. It's a kind of palindrome that also reads as a question. It's elementary, isn't it? Irazaka catchphrase. It's elementary, isn't it? I'm not so bad myself. Excuse me, instructor. Happy holidays. This is from Professor Kagoe's 1-point lists. I like these. A word or phrase that reads the same backward and forward as palindrome. In this case, it changes based on direction. So strictly speaking, it's and more Dunlap. But honestly, I've never heard this word myself before. Read backward, it's question. Even a complete idiot could see that. So then why did we read it backward? To replace the horizontal writing with vertical writing. Read vertically, the reverse question, which becomes question, gives the answer, which is answer. How elegant, since you're aiming to become class leading private, you'll need to solve anagrams like this in a flash. That's Toshisa-san for you. Thank goodness it wasn't me against her this time. Now then, Toshisa, using the same method. In contrast, calligraphy that can be read from the top or bottom is an anagram. We have one on the jump cover of the first chapter. This time the pattern is whether read horizontally or vertically. It's one of the those reviews of the past exam questions that Yukako likes. Perhaps I don't need to explain when jigsaw is what a jigsaw is. I'm figuring these things out as we go along. You see, can you solve it just as quickly, even if it's in pieces like this? Oh God, a jigsaw puzzle? No, it's not possible. First, you need to put together the jigsaw puzzle and then solve the code. That may be, but that's what codes are. If you can't scrape together fragmentary information and put it together into a code you could solve, then you'll be useless on the front line. I'd like you all to take on these jigsaw puzzles. Each one is different, but they all have a plain background. So try your best to solve it. If you could put the puzzle together, that is, meaning this jigsaw plus code makes it a duo. So maybe we don't need to work in pairs. No need to worry. With this, it's now a quartet. Ooh. 2 jigsaws all mixed up makes it twice as difficult. Now it's a task worthy of teams, isn't it? Bah, the difficulty level of mixed up jigsaws is way more than 2 times, and more than 2 times. It's crazy times. I fucking love her. It doesn't seem like an easy task at all with 2 people, but we're a group of 3, so if we divide the work, playing off of 2 times with crazy times, well, it doesn't really matter if you find it funny or not. Cassette is a French word meaning jigsaw puzzle, but the direct translation is headbreaker. I can't say that too loudly, though. Excuse me, Instructor Nakuda. I believe there were some cowards who exploited the rules and put together a 3-person cell. Shouldn't that group's brain-breaking cassette be a 3-puzzle cassette? There we go. Be a 3 puzzle mix. Huh? Why is that scary-looking kid being so mean? That's Oro-san, right? Did I do something to make her dislike me? There's no way the instructor would do something that unfair. I was wondering what you were going to say. Unbelievable. You're exactly right. Thank you for pointing that out. Oh, fucking bitch. Snitch. Naturally, Team Arazaka will have a mix of 3 jigsaw puzzles. What? That wasn't supposed to happen. Wait a minute. A mix of adding 3. Adding up the number of pieces, that's 1,500, isn't it? So forming a group of 3 have the opposite effect. Is she going this far because she wants to be class leading private that badly? Or could it be she doesn't want it to be me or Toshusai-san and secure the position of class leading private? It is now time for the class leading private selection, the cassette quartet. Begin! I'm so sorry, Toshusai-san. Silence. Because of me, the difficulties jumped up to 3 or 9 times as bad. Please be quiet. But adversity can be exciting and making us passionate about the possibility of growth, right? Shut up! Do you want to be told I'll kick your butt so hard that your back teeth will rattle? Kira Toshusai, catchphrase, frequent use of slang involving the buttocks. Nobody says that anymore. I thought that becoming class lead in private would be easy, but just like with that warmonger, things don't always go the way you expect at Cipher Academy. I didn't want to show my serious side here and now, but you can't make an omelet without breaking eggs, I suppose. The villain girl, in order to make her threat easily understood, leads her idioms, do you want to be told? But since those words mean something like to hurt in the Kansai dialect, do you want to be told about your back teeth could also mean shall I hurt your back teeth? Should I just quit? I never really wanted or asked to be put in a group. We'll just say it wasn't meant to be. Right, if you did, you can't. You're on this team because I wanted you to be. I'm not letting you leave even if you ask. Sorry. It's okay, we'll get through this somehow. Thanks to Toshusai-san. Who, me? That said, as a leader, it doesn't look good to cut off a member once they are already on the team. That includes Irazaka-san. As for the fact that you refused my invitation and willingly accepted the villain girl, we'll talk about it the next time I see you. Okay, in that case, get behind me and stay out of my way. Hang on, Kasuri-san. You can't just take over. Oh, sorry, but I think it's okay. Okay? How so? It's like what Iyama-san said, but I saw it too. Kasuri-san didn't even lift her pencil in the preliminary. So how's a girl who can't even do a tetramino going to do a jigsaw? What if she had already solved it when you looked at her? What I saw wasn't a pencil on Kasuri-san's desk, but the completed answer sheet. 3 arm slash starter! Yeah! So fast or rather so amazing. Damn, woman! Toshizai-san can think fast, but Kasuri-san moves faster. The mixed-up puzzles which we were going to have to put together by going through every combination is being assembled in the blink of an eye without much effort. There must be other students who noticed Kasuri's ultra-fast completed answer sheet, too. She was also fast with her crossword, but they hesitated to pick someone who answered the question but didn't declare it. And yet Irizaka chose her without any hesitation. Thinking in terms of logic puzzles, if Ensa Kasuri had put down her pencil without even finishing the puzzle when the villainess who had completed the puzzle was at the blackboard looking back, it would be almost a tie at best. It's like a race between a calculator and an abacus. By the way, sloth means lazy person. Toshizai thinks quickly, Kasuri moves quickly, and Irizaka decides quickly. Team Irizaka is a pretty good 3-person cell, huh? What? Kasuri-san? What, Kasuri-san? Sorry, I got a bit carried away. I tend to be gloomy and weak. I'm not suited to be being class leading private. I knew that, so I thought I'd withdraw, but even though you didn't ask, I started wanting to do something myself. Well, meeting by chance is preordained, as they say. Ensa Kasuri, catchphrase, a meeting by chance is preordained, they say. When angry, this too is some kind of resentment. Woo! They did it! This is a 4-star question for question 9. It's a 4-star level, difficulty level. Yeah, she got all 3 of them done. What the puzzle text, and they're all Q09? That's really hard too. Is that a mistake or if it's a mistake, I'll apologize in the margins in the next issue. All right, then have a happy new year. The result is 3 different ciphertexts. From here on out, nothing's mixed up, and we each get one. Seems like we'll have a fair battle. I thought you might have hindered them talking about being blindsided, and here I wanted to see Toshizai's ace in the hole. In that case, we'll have to just show them our ace in the hole. Right, Tsubame of the Swallow? Yes, I am your glasses holder, Oborochi. Ice cold reading. Woo! Ice cold reading. I know these colored glasses can only sort by color, so I won't expect too much from them. But that should be enough for me. Chances of winning are very likely. Hey, Toshizai-san, what's what Oboro-san's wearing? Aren't those the same as the weapon glasses Kagoe gave me for mining morgue? Irizaka-kun, could you please let us continue as if I don't know about that yet? Oh, did she just tell her? You dumbass, why'd you snitch? You fucking dumbass. Chapter 7 is titled The One Who Solves Last Best. Oh, so we got the quiz here too. So we got Kasuri's quiz. Oh, this is cute. A tool for nuts, Nutcracker. A place you like for nuts, Cyber Cafe. Likes meditation, Buddhist. Another word for sinister, ominous. Person in the boat, sailor. Or I say board, I'm sorry. Person in the boat, sailor. I've been recording like nonstop since like at least 10. Should have done it sooner. I'm sorry. Fordon players do this, shogi. A fruit of forgetfulness, plum. Use this to chew, gum. The opposite of you, me. And another word for loss, L. And what is your name? Kasuri! Yay! This is like the second series with the Kasuri. That's smart. It's not so surprising. Look around. A lot of our classmates are using similar weapons too. Or did you think that because you're the only boy in class, you're the only one who can be seen? You're the only one who can see and be seen with a unique perspective. Do you think that you're the only one that Flirt has set her eyes on? Oh, you're the only one, Kiara-san. I can't say that too loudly enough. You're the only person who understands the true value of my inventions. That fucker. What's wrong, Toshizai-san? Seems like you used to think the same thing about yourself. You can't read a room, and yet you're good at reading expressions. Think you can read those codes as well, Over? After all, if you recall, you were in the middle of a cassette quartet to pick the class-leading private. That's right, Irizaka. Over, Kasuri, over. If everyone's using those weapons, then it wouldn't be fair if I didn't. No, that's not right. That's not right. People are people, and I'm me. After all, those two seem to have given me the easiest one. Happy New Year. If you could, I hope you continue to follow Cipher Academy this year. This chapter's self-introduction crossword comes from Ensa Kasuri. If you understand how these are put together, it's like a psychological exam instead of a puzzle. The puzzle gets more difficult if the questions are fixed, but you understand more about the respondents' personality from their questions. Incidentally, the over back and forth on this page is a crossword on transceivers. It means dumb, but also be quiet and I'll shut up. But also be quiet and I'll shut up in this case. Oh my god. What's this part here? Could it be read as the five Japanese vowel sounds? Looking closer, other parts are also arranged in the rows of the Japanese syllabary table. Excuse me. Oh my god. So that's what this is. They seem to be thinking the same thing. This girl is quite the quick thinker herself. Not as fast as me, though. All right, Kasari-san. Hey, you two, look. If you eliminate blocks that follow the rows of A, I, E, O, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko, and so on, this hidden text emerges, and if you read it in order, it just says it says just fill in the gaps, huh? You think that's the right answer? No, it can't be, but, huh? It's a typical dummy solution. A good code is often misleading. I'm just sorry, Toshisai-san. I'll wipe that off myself. It's fine, Arazaka-kun. After all, thanks to this third sheet, we have the advantage. Huh? The advantage? Isn't having more codes a disadvantage? We could certainly solve it with 2 sheets, but with 3, it becomes even more solid. It emerges, or rather, they overlap, or rather, we could decode the text that emerges from overlapping. Woo! To-ze-ko. No, that's Sue. She's good at tracing. Not as fast as me, though. You're right. The third sheet works as a syllabary table, so it's easy to understand. So we got to, se, su, ro, en, ta, o, su. Here I was thinking that only our team got a mix of 3 puzzles. Meaning this isn't about a Spartan education, right, Instructor Nikita? If we solve this properly, then it'll also become a hint. Ro, na, ta, o, su. Topple discontinuity theory. What do you think, Urazawa-kan? It looks like that, but it doesn't seem right. The dummy answer just filled in the gaps was a neater fit. Looking at it calmly, it's like, what is the discontinuity theory anyway? I agree. And you, Kasuri-san, what do you think? What? Why? How? This is like she's giving us all a chance to shine. If you take into account what they were mixed up jigsaw puzzles in the beginning, it has to be an anagram, right? Ooh. So you got Toze Suran Tasu and Rosetta Sutan, and then you got the anagram as a word game in which the letters of a word or sentence are swapped to form a completely different word or sentence. We say anagramu in Japanese, but the word does not inherently conjugate like a Japanese verb just because of the mu ending. If you anagramu Aroha and Cipher Academy in Japanese, you get mess kit of open film theory, which is more incomprehensible than topple discontinuity theory. Rosetta Stone. Don't tell me you don't know what that is. The stone monument with 3 types of text engravings, hieroglyphs, Demotic, and ancient Greek. The linguist Champollion did a comparative examination of these 3 languages and was able to decipher them. Incredible. Toshisai-san and Kasuri-san both, despite all they said, if I wasn't here, if it was the 2 of them, or even one, they'd certainly still solve it. We're a team, but I'm no help at all. But the Rosetta Stone is on display at the British Museum in London. Rosetta, by the way, is the name of a place in Egypt. As for the answer to Q09, the 3 mixed-up puzzles presented in the previous issue, this is it. That's it. The first and second, which are not clues, do not even have dummy answers. However, I feel like that's not right either. What do you mean, Arazaka-kun? Do you mean the Sue being the small version doesn't look right to you? Oh, I know that's what it is. That's what that is. I think Rosetta Stone is the right answer too, but that's only the right answer for a mix of 3 puzzles. I guess for a cassette quartet, the right answer would be more different still. Be more concise. If you have an alternate idea, let's hear it. Let's see. All right. Um, Omamura-san, Yukata-san, no. Why are the large Su and small Su regarded the same? I can't say this too loudly, but if you fix any Su, Ya, Yu, Yo as being the small versions, the creation of the cipher gets harder, but the difficulty of the code gets easier. In terms of difficulty level, they have value for the solver, but they lessen the confidence of the person making the puzzle. Oboro-san, Tsubami-san, can I get your help for a minute? Urazaka-kun, as you can see, we're about to work on our code. Oh, you can skip that. I'll bring my desk over there. If you two are friends of Kagoe's as well, if you two are friends of Kagoe's as well, also, could I borrow a charger? Don't get carried away. I'm not the same as you. First of all, what's some grunt like you going to do as a class-leading private? If you want an alliance, go ahead and say so. What could you actually achieve? If I become class-leading private, I will end all wars in the world. I wish I could tell you everything, but let's start with what I can do. I said it. Said something I could never do. They're gonna laugh at me now. It's all right, Urazaka-kun. Whether they're for or against you at Cipher Academy, no one laughs at other people's strategic dreams. Spit out, Urazaka. What do you want from us? Yes, well, the code name for the test is the cassette quartet. We stacked our puzzles, but our 3 sheets make 3 layers. And a normal 2-person cell wouldn't have 2 sheets and 2 layers, right? That doesn't feel right to me. The teacher explained that with the demonstration. If you stack codes on top of each other, that makes things completely different, right? In which case, if we layer another team's 2 puzzles on top of this, we got a true quartet. In other words, the ciphertext for Oboro Umitsubami's pair is different from Team Urazaka's. For Ze, Su, Ro, and En, the students can probably work on different derived answers from the same way up until the Rosetta Stone, apart by simply stacking the pair sheets. Furthermore, that means all pairs of puzzles, the positions of Ta, To, O, and Su are fixed. 4 letters left: Ta, To, O, Su, and the anagram of Tasu. Could it be tortoise? That's still not it? No, there's been no chain of reasoning leading to tortoise. He would agree that the patterning of one tortoise shell looks like a puzzle, though. This kid isn't only fast at making decisions, he's also Toshisai-san, that example question, the ambigram, why were we made to read it backward? It was to change the question to answer it, wasn't it? The question to stop solving a code is a deep one, but with that example question, that was the goal. What? Can you see the goal? No, in fact, the goal is further away. Tortoises are land testudines, and turtles are water testudines. Rearranging Ta, To, and O, and Su in another anagram, you could get Tosuda, but for toaster, what? You want a prolonged vowel mark at the end. Unlike with a small Su, and the use of the vowel lengthening mark is really a major point. So on to the ice cold reading bonus page. Oh my god! Onto the ice cold reading bonus stage. Totatsu read backward is Zetato or start. In other words, the puzzle is still elementary for the selection of class leading private. Very elegant, fledglings. It's as you've deduced. Class leading private will be selected in 3 sessions over the next 3 weeks. For those of you who fortunately did not produce results, wait patiently for the opportunity to redouble your attack. Although Araha did not mention it, the fact that the instructor said fight, commence war, and not start, begin, is also a hint. If you take it as such, unlike the Emerlap example question, she couldn't just say the answer itself at the beginning. I would have said it just to show off, just for fun. What the? I'm solely exhausted. In the end, it wasn't a competition, but more of a comprehensive evaluation. It's like we're taking baby steps. Motherfucker, I know what it's like with baby steps. It's so annoying. No, it was quite brilliant. Now, at least the whole class has noticed. Araha Urazaka's nose for the right answer may even be equal to his eyesight. Yo, Arazaka-kun! Tsubami-san? I got a message from Kagoe. I wasn't really planning to give it to you. She said, I'm going to let you stop a real war, so come here. Woo! The real war is starting! Yeah! This is going to be very interesting indeed. Woo! This is going to be interesting indeed. Oh boy. I am going to be very interested to see what comes out of this. Oh, yes. Very, very interesting. But anyways, I'm very curious what you guys thought of these chapters. I really do like these chapter notes. This makes this manga a whole lot easier and a lot more fun to cover for me. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Cipher Academy content. A few ways you can do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.